Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Griffith Observatory. My name is Andy. Let's get started with the Tesla coil, shall we? Just before we get started, just make sure that if you are going to be taking pictures or videos, that your flash is turned off. That way you can get a better, picture or video. All right. So without further ado, let's get started here in 3, 2, 1. Pretty cool, right? Shocking even. All right, this here is a Tesla coil invented by none other than Nikola Tesla in the late 1800s with the idea in mind to have an unending energy source for any electronic device in its vicinity. So, how does this Tesla coil work? Well, when I activate it by pushing this button, the Tesla coil generates an energy field that is invisible to us. It's not those electric lightning bolts coming out. No. So, if you pay attention to that neon sign at the front that reads Tesla coil, you'll notice that the neon sign is encased inside a plastic box and there are no wires connected to it. It's not plugged into the wall. But when I turn this on, that energy field that I mentioned makes its way into the coils and lights it up anyway. It's the wireless transfer of energy. So pay attention to that when I turn this on again. In 3, 2, 1. There are plenty of issues with the Tesla coil. There's a reason why they aren't commonplace. The first one being is that they provide their energy indiscriminately to anything that will receive it. What that basically means is that if anyone here has any hearing aids, watches, pacemakers, smartwatches, or of course cell phones, the energy field created by this Tesla coil will make its way into your electronic devices and completely fire up the circuit board. But clearly that isn't happening. And that is because we are protected by the wire cage inside. That wire copper cage is called a Faraday cage, and it works pretty simple. You just arrange the copper wires to form these tiny little square holes, and these tiny little square holes are too small for the wavelengths of the energy field to penetrate. Now, you can see this in action with your own microwave. If you have a microwave, your microwave comes equipped with the Faraday cage. It's the little black, metal lining that it has on the window of your microwave. So next time you microwave and heat something up, you can pay attention to that and you'll notice that it has those little tiny little holes similar to the Faraday cage here. Now, I'm going to turn this on again and we'll be safe because of that Faraday cage protecting us. In 3, 2, 1. Now there are more issues with the Tesla coil. If you were to be standing across this very room, you wouldn't be getting much power from this at all. Despite it releasing 500,000 volts, it just turns out that the air is not a very good conductor. In fact, if you wanted to power up 2 blocks worth of houses, you would need a Tesla coil that is 20 stories tall for every 2 blocks. And that's completely impractical, but we also have devices that run 24 hours a day, such as our refrigerators. So you can imagine living next to one of these and hearing this all night long. Yeah, at least you'll know when there is a blackout. But despite its impracticalities and inefficiencies, the Tesla coil did pave the way for a modern-day power grid. This Tesla coil here is an example of AC power, alternating currents, with our power grid being a combination of alternating currents and direct current. Not only that, but the Tesla coil directly inspired things such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and of course, wireless chargers. And they all share that same characteristic, where the further you are away from it, the less energy or signal you receive. And we have Nikola Tesla to thank for that. Alright, I'm going to turn this on one last time. So I'll give you a countdown from 10 if you still want to get that nice picture or video. So counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,